So you say this is an illusion. So should we not spend our efforts towards trying to liberate our people and liberate their minds? Or
that's more romanticism. The great John Henry Clark even said that. That's romanticism. You can't liberate these people. You see what I'm saying? Now I know that you have I know that you have a heart, and a lot of time we get into these particular. Cause don't get me wrong. Look, I was there. Look, back in 1990, me and some other brothers used to sit in a damn house over on Fair Street up from the Clark Atlanta University. And we used to sit in a house, and we would stay up all night trying to figure out how to get black people out of this stuff.
Yeah.
And every time we would come up with something, there was always 3 different reasons on why that shit wouldn't work. You see what I'm saying? And the ultimate is we are mentally ill.
Wow.
Now, that's a whole other story. We are crazy as cat shit.
That's funny.
Now,
how much you say that? How many times you say that, Unc?
I say it all the time.
I got volumes of tapes that I get on black mental illness. Now, and we're mentally ill based on slavery, but we're mentally ill because we are so many thousands of years old. Now, but you are saving black people. I don't want to just make a disillusion. You just got to go the right way to do it. The whole concept of the liberation struggle, and we're going to do all that 1960s shit, is romanticism.
Mm-hmm.
It happened in the 60s. They was doing all the week, each one teach, one liberate the people. And then in the 1970s, when the white man started passing out their money, you know, giving them government homes and welfare and all kind of other stuff, they said to hell with liberation. And all the damn so-called black leaders were running around about to go crazy. They didn't want to know what happened. What they didn't realize was the masses have never done anything but died. That's a romance. You can't liberate the masses. The masses are called automatons.
There it is.
Automation. They're no different than them cows grazing out in their fields. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Worse. They're like a hog, a damn hog or a pig. It'll rain and other animals will get out of the rain. The hog and pig will keep on eating in the rain. Well, that's how we are. We don't break from what the hell we doing one iota. And when you try to teach them, they look at you like you fool. They say, don't cast pearls to swine. It'll throw it back on you. Now, I'm not being cold-hearted. I'm just a person that has learned because I racked my brains over the years on how to liberate black people. And I realize that's romanticism. Now, black people are going to be liberated, but it's not going to be in the manner of what you think it is. We're not going to take the reins of society again. So everything you think this little white boy is doing, he's just a Johnny-come-lately mauling over a little bit of mulberry fruits that you done had. You see, this is nothing. You see, and you already got everything he got. Everybody got a TV, VCR, car. You see what I'm saying? DVD player, BlackBerry, or whatever type stuff. Now, because they might have more money to get more of it, it's just still more shit. You see what I'm saying? Like they tell you, it's not better. More is not better. It's just more stuff. So it tells you, full mind, empty house. Empty mind, full house. You see, now my house is full, but it's full of spiritual things, altars and stuff. I'm rolling about 13 or 14 altars. And the whole house is a mass museum. But that's different. You see, but I could have filled it full of furniture. You see what I'm saying? Which is an illusion. So the point I'm trying to make here is that whole thing, what you're supposed to do. Now, you want to know what the blueprint is. I just told you that those people are going to be saved. They said it, they're going to be an angel on each corner. So so what's the blueprint? Well, the blueprint is you got to become that God or that angel. So what does that mean? That means that you are into this particular consciousness for one reason. That's to elevate yourself spiritually so that you can illuminate and become that angel. And then you can help the people. You see what I'm saying? But passing out bread and food, you see what I'm saying? And clothes, let the white man do that. Or let the Christians do that. Reverend Pigfoot can do that. You conscious.
Oh, my.
You see? You got to get out of the romanticism of what they call this revolution thing. You know how many damn groups done gone and came since 1990 with this bullshit?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
So what do you
We gon' carry it to the people. How many niggas done disbanded from all that foolishness? Because I'm just trying to save you some pain and anguish.
I mean, so
To
what
say,
do you
take another path.
then? What should we do? What should we do?
You're supposed to be raising yourself up spiritually. Why is it? Because if you ask the question, well, did the consciousness come to everybody or did it come to you? It came to you. So what is consciousness? Consciousness ultimately is spiritual. So you're supposed to be elevating yourself spiritually. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You see, now you can waste a lot of time. You can waste years running off at the mouth about what we ain't gonna do in the black community and all that kind of stuff. And that's romanticism. You see what I'm saying? That's romanticism. But you can do something on a spiritual level to become the entities or the extraterrestrials that's gonna help them. They're not coming from outer space. Ain't no green man gonna liberate you. It's yourself. The extraterrestrial is your soul that had a landing a couple of million years ago. You see. Now you can become that and illuminate that and get that kind of power. Look, they say we got some power inside of us that is so powerful that when it come online, it will reduce New York and London to a stone age, and there won't even be a soul left to tell the tale, not even a rat. That's the stuff that's inside of us. Now, you can get that kind of access to some stuff, or you can just keep running off at the mouth. You see, now, guess what? The beautiful part about that is it don't take much now to access that, because as we go, we're late in the game. The earth changes and all that's happening, global warming and all that's happening, is because the DNA and the Kundalini energy inside of you is rising. So you're already getting towards the access of that. But you can't be distracted by all of the other bull. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna liberate black folks. Black folks are savages out of their damn mind. And they don't give a damn about nothing but money and stuff. So that they can get whatever their little crack or whatever their little Bentley or whatever. It's all a drug.
Peace. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready, man. What's that? Full mind, empty house. Empty house, full mind. Is that what it is? Or full house, empty mind. Either or. But more is not better. You do know that. You do know that. And that goes so much more deeper than just having material things, you know what I'm saying? It's about having more lifetimes, having more time here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you need to do other than elevate your own soul? You cannot get the masses. I get that now. I didn't understand it, but now I understand. The only way to help us all is to help yourself. That's it. And the first way to do that, you gotta kill the ego, because you don't even know the niggas you listen to, you yourself, you identifying with your ego. The ego thinks that it's a human being. The ego thinks it's you. And for all you super smart ass niggas that are unconscious, the ego is a part of your conscious mind. It is an aspect of your conscious mind. So, your conscious mind isn't all that good. Fuck you talking about? It's okay, but it's the part of you that's here in the physical realm, in the waking state. You feel what I'm saying? So you wasting your time talking to these dead ass motherfuckers. Niggas is dead, man. Niggas is dead. We is in an apocalypse right now. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is to be uncovered. Apocalypse means to uncover, and we are in the time of Aquarius. The time of Aquarius is the time when all the knowledge is to be revealed. Revelations. We are in the end times right fucking now, man. So there's no fucking time or no point in you getting on camera, standing in front of a fucking crowd, trying to get a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Because, like my dude said, did consciousness come to you? Or did it go to the masses? It went to you, right? So, your job is to take what you know to elevate yourself. It's going to reflect. People are going to see that. And maybe then they will come. But you niggas ain't ready, man. Niggas ain't ready, man. Google NASA, right? Because they talk about all of the weather and all of that shit, right? That video was old as fuck. In that video, they talk about the weather and all that shit. And it's, you know, the Kundalini rising up in us, right? If you Google NASA right now, it's a black hole in the middle of the fucking galaxy, man. This shit is over with, man. That's us, man. That is us, man. Eating this motherfucker up. And all you motherfuckers that want to take this motherfucker over, you going to find yourself in a fucked up realm in the astral plane. That's where you're going to be stuck at. You can't get out of there. You're going to create your own prison. You feel what I'm saying? You niggas that's talking about what you talking about right now, you niggas is so fucking late in the fight. Because you still try to fight the physical. Like I said, the fight starts here in the mind. You feel what I'm saying? So, you trying to take over some shit that this ain't even ours, man. We created the light that created this specific planet. That light was a light that we used while we were dwelling here. When we first got here. But fast forward trillions of years later, that light dying out. How is it dying out? Why is it dying out? It's dying out because we elevating. How is it dying out? Like, how did we know this? Because all you religious motherfuckers, everything that's going on, everything to do with humanity, you motherfuckers that's just now getting into some spiritual shit, oh, I want to be traditional, I want to do that or whatever and all that or whatever, so I'm finna go sacrifice these animals, I'm finna go do this. The fact that you still sacrificing the animal, I'm talking about over here in America, we don't have to do that. It's not a time for that no more. The fact that them people was doing it over there or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? It was the time for that. It's a reason for that. It's a scientific reason for that. All of that. But we don't have to do that now. Us now. You don't even know who you are here. You feel what I'm saying? Now, we are all one. But the specific set and group of black people in America, you don't even know who the fuck we are for real, for real. I'm not separating us from any other group. But you motherfuckers don't know who the fuck we is. You don't know. It's us. Everything points to the Camelot, America. Kim means black plot or black lot, black land. Everything points to this, man. The Egyptians said it was going to be a modern Egyptian planet in the West. And that's us. So all of this shit to be done right now, it's us. You niggas still trying to fight against a motherfucker that you shouldn't even be worried about. The fight now is with self. The fight ain't never been with nobody else but self. Since we got here, we've been fighting with the polarity in self. You niggas don't see that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You niggas want to start groups. You niggas want to do this, that, and the third. You want to teach your own theology. It's not about teaching your own theology, man, and what you feel is real and all of that. It's about sharing what the fuck that you know, sharing what the fuck you know to be real. You know what I'm saying? Actual true experiences, what you know to be real. Not what you read on, you feel what I'm saying, who he is and this, that. That's cool, we can get that. We've been getting that. Motherfucker can go read that from themselves. You ain't telling the motherfucker how to get that. You just telling the motherfucker what you, like some shit out of your mind. You feel what I'm saying? But give a motherfucker a book. If you go tell some shit out of a motherfucker mind, you tell a motherfucker some shit like this. Tell a motherfucker to elevate themselves. But tell a motherfucker how to elevate themselves. Align yourself up with some energy, man. Get you some crystals. You know what I'm saying? Start working with the crystals for real, for real. Don't just wear the crystals. Communicate with your crystals. These motherfuckers is alive, just like you is. They just live on a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's spirit all around. Everything is spiritual. But you niggas don't see that shit. Let me see. Let me see something, man. You got it, man. The ego, right? Let me tell you some raw shit. The ego is a parasite. It consumes. It wants to consume everything, okay? And when I say consume, you gotta think of it in all aspects. Not just eating, not just drinking, but absorbing everything, right? Okay. But the ego, it already absorbed you, so it don't even want you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It wants what you can do, only what you can offer. Temporary satisfaction, right? So, with that, you learn some knowledge, some surprising shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you want to teach your people. You want to do this, you want to do that. All you did was learn a few things, a few quotes, a few greets. You know what I'm saying? Now, you want to go teach your people this shit. But you ain't sat back and did the work. You know what I'm saying? You ain't brought up the actual demons that live inside of you that you've been trying to hide. You feel what I'm saying? For so many years, because somebody told you that's not right. You shouldn't do that. So you start to hide these certain things. So you think it's something crazy, but it's minor characteristics about yourself. Little traits about yourself that you tend to hide from people, from the outside world. It ain't really nothing too crazy. But you motherfuckers are scared to read about shit like this. You gotta start diving into some psychology books that deal with the subconscious mind. We gotta get into some Carl Jung, some Rudolf Steiner. Cause that shit right there, that's gonna set you straight. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about fighting a motherfucker that you feel like has you oppressed. How could you say that you're not a slave, but you fighting your oppressor? A slave has an oppressor, right? I don't look at it like that. I'm not even fucking here. I'm as much as here as I have to be. I tend to spend my time in other places in my mind. Because ultimately, when I pass on, that's where I'm gonna be living. Motherfucker told me that, when you die, you're gonna go to the source. You connect to the source, this, that, and the third. I think it was like 30-something or 40-something. Bro, I'm 23 years old. You're not finna sit up here and tell me that. You're not finna sit up here and give me a broad-ass statement like that because you don't know anything and because 85-95% of the motherfuckers you know, and I know, don't know what I'm about to say right now. And they are aware that 85 or 95% of the motherfuckers they know don't know this shit, so it's okay to say this shit thinking it's a common thing. I'm not gonna agree with that shit. I don't give a fuck how stupid you think I look because it don't matter to me. That's what niggas don't get. See, check me out, right? I'm gonna tell you some real shit. You got 400 years of slavery. Talk about that other slavery before the emancipation. You know what I'm saying? Before you was free to walk around, right? You mad at the white people for that or whatever, right? That's cool and all that shit, whatever, right? That's fine. Do something about it. All I'm saying. Do something about it, man. Cause they ass ain't worried about you. They get buddy. They fucking your bitches. You feel what I'm saying? They said they kids in schools. They killing your motherfucking ass. And you ain't doing shit but talking. So all I'm saying is do something about it. Now any fucking way. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be on this motherfucking journey, man. It's not about worrying about the next motherfucker. Because the next motherfucker ain't worrying about you. You feel what I'm saying? The ego only wants to consume. So you have to elevate your soul. All that shit you learning about your soul. But the way to get to your soul is to get past the motherfucking ego. In order to get past the motherfucking ego, you gotta stop focusing on everything that's outside of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? That's the way to go. See, I was just having this conversation with my girlfriend the other day, like probably earlier. The motherfuckers that you talking about fighting or whatever, the oppressors or whatever, them motherfuckers, you just saw how crazy the motherfuckers was burning inside the Trump Tower. If you didn't know, that was a ritual. Now you know. Right? All that shit was a ritual, man. They gathering them motherfuckers up. Them the new niggas. You feel what I'm saying? I learned something. I learned something real. Right? This new, what the fuck is his name? The father of Egyptology, Chipotle. Francis Chipotle. He was in, I don't know what year it was, but y'all can look this up. He went to fucking Egypt, I think Cairo or some shit like that. But he went to this tomb, Seti I. In this tomb, he was reading about these 4 ancient races. Now the last race was Tamahu. Tamahu means created white people, right? Now, where the fuck do we hear this at? We hear this in the motherfucking Nation of Islam. What motherfucking, what the fuck is his name? Elijah Muhammad with the Yaqub story. You feel what I'm saying? So, if the white man was created by us, this motherfucker had to be created for a reason. Everywhere in history talks about his savagery and how he fucking us up. So, it just tells me that that was his reason. Because the whole Yaqub story was, I'm going to create a new being to, what do you call that? oppress my people for 6,000 years. The 6,000 years just ended right after the motherfucking inauguration. So, right then and fucking there, you worrying about a motherfucker that has a purpose, that knows his purpose. You don't even know your purpose. You in the streets telling about motherfucker how they don't know their purpose. You don't even know your purpose. All of our purpose isn't the same purpose. I'm gonna tell you what I can say about your purpose. Your purpose is to fucking go within and figure out what the fuck your purpose is. Not to learn something and tell a motherfucker what you think they should know. A motherfucker might not want to hear that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfucker might not want to hear that shit. So my thing is this. If we created these motherfuckers, right? Why? What for? What the fuck for? Talk about a deeper level. Because the whole Yakub story, I don't give a fuck if it's true or not. It happened. This shit happening, ain't it? We got history and we got proof. So I'm talking about evidence. So miss me with the dumb shit. It happened. So what the fuck is up? Now I learned something. I learned that it's only one way out of this motherfucker. You have to have a soul. I learned that we didn't give them a soul, but there's still a way out. Now, it's two ways. This way or this way. You got to become this, or one of us got to bring them to the actual heaven. The actual heaven is not a motherfucking destination. This is a quantum domain. But in this quantum domain, this is your motherfucking mind. You feel what I'm saying? This shit is your mind. So you got to be able to build, you got to be able to know how to create a motherfucking world. You feel what I'm saying? In your mind. That's all you gonna fucking have. Ain't no physical body. This shit don't exist. This is gross matter. You feel what I'm saying? So, with all of that, I learned something. We have the Moors going up in there after the plague and all of that shit, and then putting them 16 chapels in there in Europe or whatever, and giving them all of that knowledge. Some niggas would be like, why? Right? Why would they do that? Well, shit, why not? We wasn't savages. You feel what I'm saying? Although a motherfucker was supposed to, you feel what I'm saying? I guess, you know, the Yakub story, to oppress a motherfucker and all of that shit. I come from the 5% nation. So I never paid attention to this shit. But when I was just studying the motherfucking let me see what that is. I think it's the 1 through 14, and I can't remember what it is, but it talks about why does Muhammad make the devil study from 35 to 50 years before he can call himself a Muslim son. A Muslim son is a Freemason. And then it says, why does he make him wear our flag? You feel what I'm saying? The sun, moon, and stars. And why must he place a sword above it? If you look at any one of these white Freemasons, look up a picture of a white Freemason or whatever, on their hat, it's the sun, moon, and stars, and it's a sword on the top of that bitch. But it goes in to say, he does this so he can clean himself up. You know what I'm saying? He places the sword. I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but he places the sword on his head on on the top of the flag so that he can see, so they can always see it, so that they can remember that anytime he reveals a secret, his head will be taken off by the sword. Now, I'm trying to get this secret, but I done got that motherfucker far. I feel like I know what the secret is, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I ain't finna get up here and just say any fucking thing because, you know, my opinion is my opinion. But that's the facts right there. Those are the facts. I used to be a 5%er. And I know for a fact, being a 5%er, we called the Freemasons Muslim sons. When I look at the Freemasons, they wear this motherfucking hat with the crescent moon, a sun, and a star on that bitch. And at the very top of that bitch is a sword. And I never fucking paid attention to that because I just never got into that. But since I got into this shit, now I know what's going on. So maybe, just maybe we did do this to raise them up in a certain way or whatever. Because and back in the day, we had ancient mystery systems and all of that shit. Now you have secret societies, right? I'm pretty sure you have black secret societies or whatever, but I'm pretty sure the motherfuckers are ruled by that 1%. You feel what I'm saying? Because that shit don't matter. Them motherfuckers don't matter because they don't know they dumb dead. You feel what I'm saying? They're not gonna let it happen, they gonna kill you. You feel me? So, all I'm saying is, it's a bigger picture than trying to fight a motherfucker in the physical realm. We so much past this. Time is running out. Time don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's just me. You feel what I'm saying? But it's either you gonna stop talking and do the work, or you just gonna die out, man. That's all I'm saying. Motherfucker gonna look at you and be like, damn, my dude ain't doing nothing, because eventually you gonna have to become that dude, man. I ain't nobody. I'm coming in the gates and I'm nothing. I ain't shit. I'm just a messenger. You feel what I'm saying? I can only give you what I got and I ain't got shit but knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But this knowledge isn't mine. This knowledge is yours. You feel what I'm saying? These other motherfuckers, yeah, they say it's ours and all of that shit or whatever. But the way they coming, you know what I'm talking about? The way they coming, it just gives me a certain vibe that I shouldn't get if we the same people. You feel what I'm saying? But see, I can see what's going on right now. You vibrating low. You still on a human level. If you thinking like a human, you gonna come back here. That's all it takes. You feel what I'm saying? You're not thinking like a god because you say that you're a god. That's not thinking like a god. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta accept that shit, man. Once you accept it for what the fuck it is, your mind gonna change. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna have too many worries. And you can't say that you don't have no worries when you stucking up on guns and shit. Because you thinking motherfucker finna come in and kill you. Motherfuckers don't care about that shit. They probably would have did that shit back in the day or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But in this time now, the knowledge is to be revealed any fucking way. So this shit is gonna happen. Unless you doing some overly extreme shit or whatever, motherfucker not really worried about you. Nigga ain't making no motherfucking noise out here, man. That's all I'm saying, man. For real, for real. I'm not playing with these motherfucking people, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they ready to go. Can't be ready to go, man. Because ain't nowhere to go. You feel what I'm saying? I'm everywhere. You feel what I'm talking about? And that's how you gotta think. That's what you gotta know. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you gotta feel. You gotta feel it. Right here. That's all I'm saying, man. But it starts with killing the ego. You feel what I'm talking about? It starts with killing the ego. You think you're a human being. This is, imagine, because you see this shit all the time. Imagine a motherfucking person that's a certain sex that lives their life as the opposite sex. Or fuck it. Imagine that motherfucking episode of motherfucking what's his name? The Dave Chappelle show. When he was that white dude, but he was black. But he was blind though, you know what I'm saying? But he was a leader of he was the Grand Master of the Ku Klux Klan. It's like that. You are divine, intelligent being, right? Now, you activating and driving this motherfucking this vehicle, you piloting this vehicle, this melanated body. Yeah, and it's a great body because it can do miraculous things if you tapped into the genetics. You know what I'm saying? But you're not doing that. You tapped into the intellectual aspect of this motherfucking body. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And doing that, you just sound smart because you can remember something. But the same motherfucker you fighting against taught you how to do what you're doing right now. You not reprogramming your mind in the proper way. You feel what I'm saying? And it's easy because they program your mind, right? The way that is, they do it the way it's supposed to be. They've been doing it for years because they got our knowledge. You don't even know how to do it. They've been programming our minds, right? Our subconscious minds, us. Repetition, symbols, and trauma, right? Now you go to school and they train you, right, to do certain things or whatever. So now you think you educated, but you just got trained to remember certain things or whatever, right? But your true education, right, is the mind control that has been given to you since you was a fucking child. You don't know that because it's been your entire life. It's reality for you, and they can't even tell you that. If a motherfucker walked up to you right now and told you some shit that would shatter your whole belief system, because it will, you probably fight him, right? But that whole shit is a part of the motherfucking mind control. The way you reacting right now. Man, I gotta fight these niggas back. I gotta do this. I gotta get back. I just gotta get back. I just gotta do this. You holding on. That's the ego. This entire world is the ego. Humanity is the ego. The Gnostics, the Coptic Egyptians, you feel what I'm saying? Those people, what you call the early Christians that were getting killed or whatever, those were us. We weren't Christians. They were Coptic Egyptians. And they were just Gnostics. They were just niggas that was just like, hey, this what's going on. This what ain't going on. And we gods and blase, blase. And they got killed. You feel for talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? They said that humanity is the true evil. Humanity is the ego. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody has their own aspect of their own ego. So, but that motherfucker thinks it's you, and you think you're it. Because you can't distinguish between your true self and your false self. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. Because you've been trained a certain way for so fucking long that you can't even get past your false self to get to your true self, to even see it all for what it is. Because once you tap into the spirit, tap into your soul, shit, you gonna see this shit for what it is. Motherfucker can't say nothing to you. Motherfucker can't say no bullshit to you. And that's real. It ain't no if and buts about it. It ain't no maybes. It ain't no, oh man, it worked this time or it didn't work this time. It's all the time, 24/7. I can't cut this shit off. You feel what I'm saying? That's real. You know what I'm talking about? And just because a motherfucker can get up there and just be talking, that don't mean they know nothing. That just mean they got nobody to talk to. That just mean everybody around them stop listening. You feel what I'm saying? That's all that is. I don't even want to get on this motherfucking camera and talk. I'm just tired of hearing motherfuckers not talk about anything. I'm tired of not being able to learn anything. I feel like I done learned everything that I could learn from a motherfucker talking on the motherfucking internet. So now it's fuck it. So now it's stop doing the motherfucking videos, like watching them, continue on my books, and doing my own videos. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it was just books and videos. Books and videos. Books and videos. Well, I mean, obviously meditations, but it's books and videos. For real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But then I'm like having experiences and shit. I'm seeing motherfuckers talk about certain shit. It's like, it goes in like certain algorithms. That's how I know like this shit is real, man. You niggas just doing this shit because it's a fad. But 2-3 years from now, where the fuck you niggas gonna be at? Dead. Or dead. You're either gonna be physically dead or mentally dead. You already mentally dead, but I'm saying you're gonna be mentally dead to society. See, right now, you're on a high. And because you who you are, you're this, you're gonna illuminate, man. You could be conscious and be dumb. You feel what I'm saying? You could be conscious and be dumb. Trust me. I know, man. Listen, I know this shit. I know a motherfucker personally. He's conscious, he's aware. But he a fucking idiot, man. For real. I love him. But he a fucking idiot. I'm not even finna lie. I ain't gonna say no names. But you know who the fuck I'm talking about, man. So any fucking way, this could happen, man. And a lot of motherfuckers don't understand that. You know what I'm talking about? They be ego tripping. You know what I'm talking about? Ego tripping. You gotta make sure that what you're retaining isn't going straight to your brain, it's going to the heart. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't get what that meant. You gotta really be true to the heart. So let go of all the bullshit. You gotta truly let it go for what it is. Like, let it go. Because you are not gonna get the results that you're looking for doing it in the way that you're doing it. Going about it the way you're going about it, it's not gonna happen. You have to focus on self first. You gotta do it. See, the ego wanna help everybody get the masses, but it's not worried about self, because when you worried about self, you ain't got time to worry about the masses. You ain't got time for temporary satisfaction. When you stressed out, you deal with the shit. When it's a problem, you deal with the shit. And eventually, you ain't got to deal with it because you gonna raise your vibration so high that when some bullshit try to come your way, it can't even penetrate your cipher. You feel what I'm saying? But the ego don't want that. You feel me? I'm stressed. Let me smoke a blunt. You feel what I'm saying? I'm this, I'm that. Let me do this, let me do that. Or I'm tired. Or I gotta meditate, I gotta study. Okay, but I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? That's the ego. The spirit, when you tap to the spirit, you're gonna find out that you can do shit for hours and hours and hours, and you be like, damn, time just went by because time doesn't exist. You feel what I'm saying? Only in this human world, in this physical material world, this shit really exists. It only exists if you perceive it to. You feel me? So, all that being said, right? You have to really kill the ego. Humble yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Sit up straight. Smile when a motherfucker talking crazy to you. I'm really talking to myself now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause you gotta be honest. That's another thing. Be honest. Fuck us. Who you gotta lie to? That's what's real right there. Motherfucker not gonna get on the camera and tell you no shit like that. Right? Motherfucker gonna say some other shit. They gonna tell you, Joe, you know, you a god. You know what I'm saying? And you a god. That's it. They ain't telling you nothing else. You a god, and since we gods, let's take over the world again. What we gonna do after that? What we gonna do after that? Cause it's niggas you don't like. Cause I don't like you niggas. And it's niggas you don't like. We gonna fight or something? When we get on top? Cause it ain't gonna be peaches and cream, handshakes and shit. Cause it's not that now. So when it happened, because it's gonna happen, because it's a cycle. You feel what I'm saying? What we gonna do then? You niggas ain't even thought about that. What we gonna do to do it? What's the strategy? You niggas ain't thought about that. Trust me, I thought about it. I spent years on thinking about it because it's all I wanted to do my entire life. It's just when I got into consciousness, I learned that this shit don't even matter, man. And I spent years struggling with that. It just don't matter. But why doesn't it don't matter? Why? Why it don't matter? I was struggling with that shit. And I found out that, man, like, you gotta go within. Truly. I was scared though. I be saying like probably you niggas scared or whatever, but I was scared for real. I didn't know what to expect. You feel what I'm saying? But I go within and I get anything and everything that I need. It's not about trying to help everybody, man. You gotta help yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You niggas are so fucking sick and fucked up, you don't even see it. You get in a consciousness and you still fucked up from the streets, but that's fucked up from childhood. You feel what I'm saying? In the streets, right? I gotta make sure my niggas straight. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I wasn't one of them niggas, but I knew a lot of motherfuckers that did this shit. Them same niggas weren't taking care of their kids, their family, their girl, none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta take care of your niggas, you gotta do all that shit. I'm locked up with these same niggas, right? That's not getting no money from them same niggas you talking about you gotta take care of, you out here shooting, catching cases for. You feel what I'm saying? Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? You do your thing. I'm just saying though, think about that. Just think about that. Now you learn something or whatever, you conscious, I gotta save the entire motherfucking race. Nigga, we all over the entire motherfucking globe. You talking about you gotta save the whole race fucked up, including you. Me too. But you gotta save the whole race. You ain't even saved your family yet. What about your kids that you ain't seen? Because you just learned this when you was in jail. But you so busy talking to the motherfuckers in the streets, for real, you still kicking it with these niggas or whatever. You still want to be in these niggas' face. You feel what I'm saying? You that nigga, man, for real. That's what it is, man. Or you just learn something that just sound good or whatever. You just trying to get some pussy around this bitch. Or you trying to get some dick. One of the two. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all ass ain't excluded. I'm just saying, man, like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, man. I met a lot of you motherfuckers, man. You motherfuckers is real interesting. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not about that. Once you figure out how to go within, when you go within, you figure out who you are. You know what I'm talking about? We know who we are as a species. We're an intelligent species or whatever. But that certain individual, like you, who are you? What have you been doing on these thousands and thousands of lifetimes we've been down here? We sick as fuck, mentally. We've been down here for thousands and thousands and thousands of lives. Who are you and what have you been doing? That's what you reflect on when you pass. Every time you pass, you reflect on, man, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. And you add more shit because you get attached to more shit. You live a different life. You know what I'm saying? It's a different family or whatever. You die, that's a different spirit or whatever. So now they calling on you and all that shit or whatever. When you pass on, damn, I didn't do nothing from this last past life or whatever and all that shit. It may take you a billion lives or whatever just to get conscious. And you be fucked up then. You find yourself in a lifetime of fucked up mental health. You feel what I'm saying? That shit real, man. Because you attached to something that doesn't exist, that isn't yours. Man, get the fuck on, man. That's all I'm saying. You gotta leave. It's time to go. You gotta go within and figure out who you are. If you wanna save the race, you gotta save yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker can't save me if he can't save his motherfucking self. You know what I'm talking about? If a motherfucker can walk up to you and shoot you in your head, if a motherfucker can come in your house and shoot you down, whatever, the same shit that's happening to our people, right, can happen to me, right? Can happen to you. How the fuck you gonna save me from that? If you can't save me from that, you need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about? The only thing that can save you from that is consciousness. That's it. That's it, man. Motherfucker shot at me, point blank, and they missed. I just don't see it happening, nor if I was living a different life. And I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I be like, peace, God. I be like, peace, queen, and all that shit. But I beat your motherfucking ass. I'm out here, for real, for real. So don't just think it's sweet, you feel me? Because it's not. I'm just saying, like, I'm literally conscious. Fuck woke. You niggas be talking about we woke and all that. What the fuck is that? I'm sleep. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sleep. And that went over your head because your soul is actually sleep. And that's who you are. But you woke. Talking about you woke. You feel what I'm saying? I'm conscious, man. That's what the fuck this is. It's not no group. Ain't none of that. This is how you distinguish yourself amongst the dead motherfuckers that you see. That's supposed to be sleep. Literally sleep. Like unconscious. But you niggas don't see that. You niggas just hear some words. How many books you niggas got? I got a library. I'm a 23-year-old man. I got a motherfucking library, man. I'm not stunning. I'm just saying, man, get your motherfucking game up, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like real life shit, man. For real, for real. The shit is out here. The knowledge is out here, man. But you motherfuckers rather save a motherfucker that don't want to be saved. I don't want to be saved because I feel like I'm saving myself. A bitch told me God don't like ugly. Bitch, I am God. And you motherfucking right. Get your ugly ass out my face, bitch. I don't give no fuck about none of that. I'm the Almighty. But most importantly, I am nothing. I know nothing. And I come from nothing. But you niggas don't get that either. Peace.